Chapter 51 Survival of the Fittest, the True Cruel Rules of the World of Gods and Demons. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Announcement: Congratulations to all players on the red side, all attributes increased by 100 points, and all resources increased twice. Announcement: Congratulations to Chuyun, who ranks first in the red team's personal standings, for reaching 700 points and receiving 60 attribute points and a silver treasure chest reward. Announcement: The first place in the personal standings in all areas of the red team will each receive 10 reputation points. Everyone's attributes are enhanced again. After several challenges, Area 118 has completely transformed and can now be called the strongest Dragon Kingdom area in area. At the same moment, the other 7 districts also cheered, especially the districts that had just joined the red side were almost crazy with excitement. Thank you to Dragon Kingdom, thank you to number 118, all of our attributes have increased by 100 points. I'm telling you, our Yunnan Kingdom was still a novice at first, but now it's comparable to the original Eagle Kingdom. Great, we lost a challenge to Sakura country before and were deducted 50 attribute points, but now we have earned them all back. When I can take the train on the 3rd day, I will definitely hug the thigh of District 118. At this moment, everyone was full of gratitude and admiration for Chuyun. It is precisely because they believe in the Dragon Kingdom and are willing to be its loyal partners that they have received so many rewards. Announcement: The blue team failed, and everyone lost 100 points of all attributes. Announcement: The blue team failed, and all regional resources were reduced by 90%. District 55, Sharma Rafi was watching with despair as his attribute points decreased crazily. Name: Sharma Rafi, level, 6. Power, 103. Agility, 88. Constitution, 110. Spirit, 80. Combat Power, 803. If the camp battle fails, all attributes of everyone in Area 55 will be reduced by 100 points, in other words, his strength, agility, constitution, and spirit will all be deducted by 100 points, but Sharma Rafi found that his attributes were simply not good enough. If all attribute points return to 0, it means that this person's life has come to an end. I shouldn't have provoked District 118 in the first place. Sharma Rafi showed a desperate smile, then fell to the ground, completely dead. The entire Area 55 also echoed with shrill screams. Announcement: Tiwidi Kal has lost all attribute points and is obliterated. Announcement: Rajput Moschi lost all attribute points and was wiped out. At this point, all contestants in Area 55 are extinct. Attributes were deducted one after another. Not many people can hold on to this, however. Not only Area 55, but almost all areas on the blue side suffered an almost extinct disaster. At the same time, countless forests, trees, treasure chests, spiritual grasses, spiritual fruits, and ferocious beasts all disappeared in the trial areas of all blue areas. Even if they survive, the rest of their lives will be extremely painful. Regional chat. Channels. Announcement: All players in Area 55 have lost their life characteristics and will be removed from Area 1. Announcement: All players in Area 44 have lost their life characteristics and will be removed from Area 1. Announcement: All players on number 346 lost their life characteristics and were removed from Area 1. Chuyun silently watched the announcements that kept popping up. These people provoked their Dragon Kingdom so much in the first place, now he has paid the price with his life. Presumably, when the other regional players in the regional chat channel saw this, they would no longer have the desire to go against the Dragon Kingdom. The announcement went on for a long time. It wasn't until it was over that everyone calmed down, looking very frightened. Number 118 Wang Gang, I'll go. I counted, there are 28 announcements in total, which means that in this camp war, 28 areas were lost at once, and at least, people died. Yunangua, oh my god, there are so many deaths, but there's nothing we can do about it. They brought it all on themselves. North Bear Country, even those who survive are expected to have a significant decline in strength. In addition, resources have been reduced by 90%, and there is no way to survive. It will be a matter of time before they are wiped out. Shifeng number 388, although I feel happy to see the announcement, what scares me is that so many lives are just a thought from heaven and will be gone. In a way, this is also very scary. That's it. Su Meng on the 25th, yes, to put it bluntly, we Blue Star, with more than 70 billion people, are just playthings of heaven after all. Number 118 Kai Kuan, there is no way. Since we have come to this world of gods and demons, then this world must be about survival of the fittest. We can just get used to it. Number 118 Luckier, yes, let's think on the bright side. Heaven is absolutely fair and will not favor anyone. Moreover, all of us have hope of becoming stronger. In the end, eternal life will not be a problem. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Number 137 Lu Can, what you said above makes sense. Just get used to it. Yi Chuyun couldn't help but feel shocked when he saw this. Yes, he has long been accustomed to the constant passing of life. The camp war was just a small fight, and in the end only more than 2 people died. You must know that in the previous life, it was directly the War of 100 Kingdoms. The battle between the Dragon Kingdom and the Dragon Kingdom, or the battle between the Dragon Kingdom and other countries, it is easily a battle for millions of people. If we lose, millions of people will die in an instant, but later on, everyone became stronger and stronger and had the ability to protect themselves, so they would not die so easily. What's more, many people have resurrection tools. Each person has several lives, and they are not afraid even if they are wiped out by the law of heaven. Shaking his head, Yi Chuyun quickly shook off these messy thoughts. The top priority now is to quickly reach level 10, having just won the camp battle. Yi Chuyun also received a reward of increasing all attributes by 100 points, as well as 60 free attribute points and a silver treasure chest. After all 60 attribute points were allocated, the latest panel data suddenly popped up in Yi Chuyun's mind. Name, Yi Chuyun, level 9, / reputation, 80. Title, the man blessed by heaven. Strength, 614. E-class strength is super strong, plus 123, agility, 488. Physique, 757, D-level physical enhancement, plus 303, spirit, 769. E-level spirit is super strong, plus 154, combat strength, 5561, 5256 plus 305, the combat power has been greatly improved again. P.S. The camp war is almost over here. The author feels that readers will get bored if I write too much. Chapter 52 2 King Level Ferocious Beasts. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Yi Chuyun looked at the panel with fiery eyes. After this camp battle, his combat power increased by more than 1,000 points. If this happens a few more times, then we won't be able to take off. Moreover, his talents also have attribute bonuses, but these are not included in the combat power. If you include the talent bonus, his combat power can even exceed 7,000. Not bad. The harvest this time was huge. Yi Chuyun swept away his depressed mood and became happy. Originally, he only thought about breaking through 500 in spirit. Now his spirit has even exceeded the 900 mark if his talent bonus is included. Now he is not sure what kind of career he will get after level 10. Maybe he will get a job that is even more awesome than Chi Refiner. Because of this, when he thought of this, Yi Chuyun couldn't wait to reach level 10. He has not forgotten that after reaching level 10, he can get a golden treasure chest. This is a level higher than the silver treasure chest. At least it can produce level equipment. He temporarily placed the silver treasure chest in the storage space anyway. He wasn't in a hurry to take a look. Wouldn't it be more fun if he stocked up 4 silver treasure chests and combined them into a gold treasure chest? After dealing with this, Yi Chuyun looked around the valley. At this moment, the valley was already littered with corpses, and the beautiful scene when they first entered was completely gone. He also gained more than 6 energy points, and was only 3,000 away from being able to upgrade. Right now, the sun is setting in the west. The time has also come to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. In a few hours, the double energy gain period will end. We have to leave quickly. Seeing this, Yi Chuyun quickly strode towards the deepest part of the valley. The strange thing is that he didn't encounter a ferocious beast along the way. Some are just the bones of ferocious beasts scattered all over the place. There are bones of low-level ferocious beasts such as green claw beast, stone monkey beast, eyeless snake, and ghost wolf. there are even some skeletons of colorful finches and man-eating flower monsters inside. It seems that most of the leader-level and king-level ferocious beasts hidden in the deepest parts have territorial awareness. Anyone who dares to intrude into their territory, whether of the same type or of a different type, will probably die, but Chuyun just felt a little pity, because he only needed 3,000 energy points to upgrade. Who knew there wouldn't even be a ferocious beast along the way? It's a bit uncomfortable. A few minutes later, Chuyun finally reached the deepest part of the valley, looking up and looking ahead. A floral fragrance that was 100 times stronger than the one outside the valley poured into his nose. The sight before me was breathtaking. A huge red piranha stood in front of him, more than dozens of meters tall. Its petals are like giant blood-red tongues, exuding a suffocating floral fragrance. There are sharp teeth on the edges of the petals, shining with a cold light, making people shudder. Hey! A huge golden shadow 6 feet long hovered in the sky, attracting Chuyun's attention. Chuyun narrowed his eyes and immediately saw the true face of the black shadow. It was actually a goldfinch bird covered with golden feathers. The goldfinch bird spreads its wings and flies high, its whole body covered with a dazzling sheen of gold. The golden feathers cover the body tightly. Its body is a little smaller than the red piranha, but it cannot be underestimated. Hey! The goldfinch chirped low and powerfully, its sharp eyes fixed on Chuyun. It swooped down and landed next to the red piranha. A pair of golden wings suddenly converged and stuck tightly to the back of the body. Huh! It tilted its head and looked at Chuyun as if it were a toy, as if smelling the scent of a living person. The stamens of the red piranha flower opened, revealing a throat covered with barbs, dark as the abyss. There was a grunting sound coming from the depths, as if a vicious force was awakening within it. Chuyun was not afraid at all and looked at them calmly. Name, Golden Bird King, King level. Level 8. Combat Power Evaluation, 4000, Characteristics, Territorial Awareness. Bloodthirsty, Violent, Extremely Strong Defense, Skills, Extremely Golden Shield, Exclusive Skill, Strength Increase LV5, Constitution Increase LV5, Talent, Gold Control Level E, Super Physical Strength Level E. Explosion Rate, 16%. Status, Controlled, Name, Man-Eating Flower Demon King, King Level. Level 8, Combat Power Evaluation, 4200. Characteristics, Territorial Awareness, Bloodthirsty, Violent, Mentally Strong, Unable to Move, Skills, Mental Control, Exclusive Skill. Mental Amplification LV5, Talent, Super Mental Strength E Level, Would Control Level E. Explosion Rate, 16%. Chuyun was shocked. Good guy, where is the leader level beast? Are these two king level ferocious beasts? Moreover, the state of this golden bird king is not right. Why does it show that it is controlled? Who controls it? Chuyun soon understood. It was probably controlled by this man-eating flower demon king. This piranha demon king has an exclusive skill, mental control. I think it used this skill to control the golden bird king, because the piranha race has a common problem, that is the inability to move. You can only stay in one place in this life. The piranha demon king must have controlled the golden bird king in order to have a reliable thug. No wonder, he was very confused in his previous life. Why? Can two ferocious beasts of different races live in harmony in this valley? It turned out to be because this golden bird king was manipulated. This piranha demon king will probably be even more difficult to deal with than this golden bird king. Its spirit is simply too powerful, perhaps even more powerful than the salamander king. He is actually able to control a ferocious beast at the level of a king. But after seeing their combat strength assessment, Chuyun smiled. That's it. His current combat power has far exceeded that of a king-level ferocious beast, so what if it's both ends? Killing them is as easy as chopping vegetables. My own spirit is as high as 900. He still didn't believe that the spirit of the man-eating flower demon king could be stronger than him. As long as the other person's spirit is not as high as your own, then he won't be manipulated. As soon as Chuyun appeared, he was noticed by the man-eating flower demon king. It's just that due to the characteristics of the piranha, it cannot move. As long as this human escapes from its attack range, it has nothing to do with this human. We can only eliminate this weak human being by controlling the golden bird king. Chapter 53. Finally, Level 10, The Call from the Temple of Destiny. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Hey, the golden bird king trembled, and a golden light followed its legs and feet until it covered its whole body. Caw caw caw. The next second, the golden bird king seemed to be covered by a pair of golden armor. This is its exclusive skill, extremely golden shield. Then, under the control of the piranha demon king, the golden bird king began to attack. The golden bird king chirped, flew into the sky, and kept flapping its wings. Countless golden feathers fell from its wings and shot towards Chuyun like gold and iron. These feathers have sharp edges that can cause serious damage. At the same time, the piranha demon king was not idle either. A black gas emitted from its stamens and continued to spread around. Chuyun's eyes narrowed and he opened the protective cover of the purple jade mirror. His body then split in two, releasing his clone. Ding ding ding. The golden feathers kept falling on the protective shield, rapidly reducing the purple jade mirror's energy points. Chuyun looked very painful. He felt that there was an external force in his brain that wanted to invade. He knew that this was the mental power of the man-eating flower demon king. It wanted to invade his brain and control his thoughts. Once you are controlled, you can only be controlled obediently and become its meat. Chuyun concentrated slightly. The powerful mental power and the mental power of the piranha demon king started a fierce battle. In less than a second, the mental power of the piranha demon king was wiped out. The piranha demon king didn't expect that this human's mental power was so powerful that he couldn't control him. In anger, vines covered with barbs stretched out from the petals of the piranha demon king and struck Chuyun. Chuyun also took the opportunity to take action, as fast as lightning. The piranha demon king itself is not powerful in combat, but its spiritual power is powerful. As long as it can't control the other party, it's not much of a threat. Chuyun first asked his clone to deal with the golden bird king, and he rushed towards the piranha demon king. Countless vines covered with barbs are also approaching at this time. Chuyun's eyebrows were raised and his eyes were cold. Court death. Swish. Knife light flashes. 5 or 6 feet long streaks of true energy cut through the sky, cutting off the vines flying all over the sky. Roar. These rattans are like the flesh and blood of the piranha demon king. After being cut off, the piranha demon king screamed in pain again and again, looking at Chuyun who was approaching. The piranha demon king has nothing to do with him. If you are not mentally strong enough, you cannot control the opponent. As a flower demon, I can't move, I can't even run away. The piranha demon king wants to control the golden bird king to protect him. However, the golden bird king was already entangled in Chuyun's clone and had no time to clone himself. There is no other way. It can only keep releasing black gas to see if it can harm this hateful human being. Chuyun's face was expressionless. The next second, his whole body burst into red flames, constantly burning the surrounding black gas. Then he passed through the heavy black fog and struck again. The piranha demon king completely collapsed. Now even the poisonous gas that he was proud of was powerless against the other party. Isn't this a dead end? Perhaps feeling the threat of death, the piranha demon king actually burst out with potential that even it itself could not believe. In the distance, the piranha demon king was seen struggling hard, and his thick roots were pulled out of the ground. Even if they were broken, it didn't matter. Finally, under Chuyun's stunned gaze, the piranha demon king actually leaned on these roots, swaying its huge body and fled into the distance. Be a good boy, I've learned a lot today. Chuyun was dumbfounded. It's a pity that the piranha demon king is too slow. In addition, its huge body also caused a lot of obstacles to itself, and it couldn't run very far at all. Chuyun accelerated slightly and caught up. Swish. The sword is flying. Stab it. A tearing sound sounded. The huge petals of the piranha demon king were cut off by the sword energy, and black blood flowed out. Squeak. The piranha demon king fell to the ground and roared in pain, but still managed to hold on to the pain and continued running. Chuyun was very impressed by its tenacious spirit. With tears in my eyes, I cut the knife several times again. In just a moment, the piranha demon king was chopped into dozens of pieces. This time it's really a turn-off. Then, a huge and dazzling white light flew out from the body of the man-eating flower demon king and poured into Chuyun's body. Kill the level 8 man-eating flower demon king, king level, and get double energy points plus 8,000. Triggered with % explosion rate. The items have been automatically placed in the storage space, please pay attention to check them. Congratulations, your level has been promoted to level 10. Your strength increases by 10 points. Your agility increases by 10 points. Your physique increases by 10 points. Your spirit increases by 10 points. You gain 5 points of free attributes. Announcement: congratulations to Chuyun for being the first to reach level 10, gaining 100 reputation points and a gold treasure chest. Announcement: Chuyun's reputation has reached over 100, and he has received heaven's blessing again, with various attributes increased by 20 points. Tip: you have reached level 10 and can conduct Tiandao evaluation. Do you want to enter the Temple of Destiny now for evaluation? Tip: you don't need to enter the Temple of Destiny immediately, but you will be forced to teleport after level 11. As soon as the announcement came out, the chat channel was immediately abuzz. Kai Kuan, damn it, I looked at my level and it was still level 5. Then I looked at Yi Shen and it was fucking level 10. Wang Gang, this is comparing people to each other, it's really annoying. Lu Qian, what a golden treasure chest. I don't know what I can find. I shed tears of envy. Zhuang Liang, no, the gold treasure chest is gone, and I absolutely cannot let go of the silver treasure chest. The double energy points are almost gone. Everyone, please upgrade quickly. Lei Chen, I'm going, don't grab it, I have to hurry up. Finally level 10, Yi Chuyun was overjoyed. He also saw the prompt just now. The Tiandao evaluation is the job transfer assessment. Apart from hiding the career transfer certificate, this is the only way to obtain a career. Based on the performance of the assessment, Tiandao will transfer the person's job based on various data of the person being assessed. The better the data, the better the career you will get after passing the assessment. Unfortunately, this truth can only be understood by those who have passed the Tiandao evaluation. The first batch of people to evaluate Tiandao can be called lucky or unlucky. Fortunately, they can be the first to change jobs, have stronger power, and be one step ahead of others, but unfortunately they don't know that the higher their panel is, the better career they will get. Later, this secret became known to more and more people. They all choose to improve their panel data as much as possible before level 10, as the first person to reach level 10. Chuyun already knew the secret and was fully prepared. As long as he enters the Temple of Destiny, he will definitely be able to get a super powerful profession. Chapter 54: The Tower of Elements, the guarantee for future takeoff. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Roar. After losing the control of the Piranha Demon King, the Golden Bird King finally came to his senses. When it saw the body of the man-eating flower Demon King, its first reaction was to run away. Just kidding, not even the man-eating flower Demon King can beat this human, so how could I, who was previously controlled by the man-eating flower Demon King, be able to defeat this human being? To be a bird, you must have self-awareness. Huh? Want to run? Chuyun narrowed his eyes, naturally not planning to let the Golden Bird King go. However, at this time, the Golden Sparrow King had already flown into the sky and was about to fly away. Chuyun quickly commanded the clone to grab his left hand, and then used the clone's huge power to throw himself into the sky. Where to run? Chuyun roared and landed accurately on the back of the Golden Bird. Hey! The Golden Bird King was shocked and quickly spun around, trying to get rid of him. Chuyun calmly grabbed the Golden Bird King's feathers and couldn't shake them off at all. Then flames broke out all over his body, and they stuck to the Golden Bird King's back, constantly burning it. Feeling the hot temperature constantly coming from his back, the Golden Bird King screamed repeatedly. Even if the extreme golden shield skill is turned on, Chuyun still has other ways to torture it. Boom! Finally, the Golden Bird King couldn't hold on anymore and fell to the ground suddenly, making a huge crater. Chuyun got up and took away the life of the Golden Bird King with several swings of his knife. Kill the level 8 Golden Sparrow King, King level, and get double energy points plus 8,000. Triggered with % explosion rate. The items have been automatically placed in the storage space. Please pay attention to check them. Finally dead. Chuyun breathed a sigh of relief. Compared with the man-eating flower Demon King, it is much more difficult to kill the Golden Bird King. After all, this guy can fly in the sky, but he can't fly. This is hard, but just die. I don't know what kind of loot I can get by killing 2 king-level ferocious beasts and those colorful sparrows and man-eating flower demons in succession. Thinking of this, Chuyun quickly opened the storage space to check. Extreme Gold Shield, the second-level skill. Forms a protective armor outside the body, which can withstand some attacks. To learn the conditions, you need to master the control of E-level gold, and the E-level physique is super strong. Mind Control, second-level skill, you can use mental power to control the enemy. The higher the mental power, the more powerful the skill. You need to master E-level super mental strength, with a mental strength of 500 and above. Talent Mark, after use, you will gain E-level talent, gold control. Talent Mark, after use, you will gain E-level talent, wood control. Talent Marking, after using it, you will get E-level talent, and you will have a strong spirit. Talent Mark, after using it, you will get E-level talent and have super physical fitness. Cow Earrings, Spirit plus 80, can shorten the cooling time of some skills. Second level top-notch equipment, requires level 9, Spirit 300 and above. Golden Belt, Defense plus 35, Constitution plus 20, movement speed increased by 30%, second level top-notch equipment. Skill Stone, *20. Reinforcement Stone *20. Not bad, not bad. Another bunch of skill books and equipment exploded. Chuyun showed a satisfied smile. I have learned all the skill books and gained 2 more powerful skills. The same talent imprints are strengthened. Without any surprise, it failed, but Chuyun also gained 2 new talents, gold control and wood control. Among the 5 elements talents, there is only 1 earth element left that has not yet been obtained. He now has a total of 8 talents. They are, SSS-level, % explosion rate, E-level super strength, D-level physical enhancement, E-level super mental strength, D-level water fusion, E-level gold control, E-level fire control, E-level wood control. Control, as long as he can obtain earth-type talents again, he will have all 5 types of talents, and new talents may be born again by then. Just thinking about it makes people look forward to it. After Chuyun put on both the cow earrings and the golden belt, he took out the gold treasure chest with anticipation. The golden treasure chest, I never even saw it in my previous life, but now I actually got one. Chuyun was very excited. The gold treasure chest is just 1 level lower than the dark gold treasure chest. Swallowing nervously, Chuyun slowly opened the gold treasure chest. Seeing countless golden lights flashing, Chuyun suddenly found that he had only 2 storage spaces left of more than 20 storage spaces in an instant. Big bang. Big bang. There are 5 first-level spell scrolls, 3 second-level spell scrolls, and 1 third-level spell scroll. 100 skill stones and strengthening stones were directly given. In addition, there were 4 items that made Chuyun's pupils shrink. It's really taking off now. Tower of Elements production drawings. Intermediate blacksmith level is required. After learning, you can build a Tower of Elements. Divine Essence, a rare thing from heaven and earth, 5th level, it is the purest essence left by the high elves. After taking it, it can transform the body and enhance the power of blood. 5 spiritual pill recipe, 2nd level elixir, which can be refined by junior alchemists. After learning, 5 spiritual pill can be refined. Wind feather wings, strength plus 100, constitution plus 50, after wearing, you can gain the ability to fly, come with flying feather attack, 5th level equipment, wearing requirements, it needs to be level 10 to equip, but the flying feather attack requires mastering the E-level talent wind control. The Tower of Elements is actually the production drawing of the Tower of Elements. Chuyun was overjoyed. He dared to say that the things he had obtained now, including the initial whetstone drawings, were not as good as this Tower of Elements manufacturing paper, because it is too outrageous. Chuyun knew that after taking the train, they would go to the real world of gods and demons, the Blue Star territory. If you want to survive there, the difficulty will only be higher than in the poison swamp. After arriving there, the first thing they had to do was to establish a village and gain a preliminary foothold in this world of gods and demons. Later, the village will be developed step by step into a town, a city, a country, and even a divine domain. Building a village is actually not difficult, you just need to gather the materials needed to build the village, but since the village was established, it has to accept the test of heaven. Only after passing the test can the village be successfully built and then be able to obtain various benefits, but this test is not so easy to complete. In the previous life, there were only 10 villages that could complete the test of heaven. Even now, he can't guarantee that he can pass the test of heaven and successfully build a village. It's just that he has the drawings for the Tower of Elements, so it's completely different. As long as he can build a Tower of Elements in the village before the test of heaven comes, then passing the test of heaven will no longer be a problem. The Tower of Elements will take action then. Thinking of this, Chuyun was extremely happy. I have greater confidence in establishing the first divine domain in the world of gods and demons in the future. Chapter 55 Rapid Growth. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After his mood calmed down, Chuyun's eyes were attracted to the divine essence. Wonderful objects in the world are either obtained by killing high-level beings, or they are born from various alien spaces or nature. All in all, it's definitely a good thing. A golden ball of light suddenly appeared in his hand. He could clearly see that the golden ball of light in his palm was exuding a powerful vitality and a hint of spirituality. Chuyun quickly grabbed the ball of light and swallowed it. Wholeheartedly, Chuyun only felt the ball of light traveling down his throat and into his lower abdomen, then his whole body emitted golden light, and golden threads poured out from his body, forming a large golden cocoon, and Chuyun is also constantly absorbing the power from the light ball. The whole process lasted half an hour. Click. Half an hour later, the golden cocoon was torn apart, and Chuyun's figure appeared. At this moment, his appearance, body shape, and temperament are all very different from before. His originally delicate and handsome facial features have been transformed and turned into something demonic. Black hair mixed with a few strands of golden light. The height is close to meters, which breaks the laws of nature. Chuyun felt the changes in his body and was overjoyed. Tip, your body has been modified, and your strength, agility, constitution, and spirit each increase by 100. Tip, your bloodline is purified by 1% of the divine essence, and your strength, agility, constitution, and spirit each increase by 100. Tip, you have absorbed a trace of elven power. The concentration is too low and you have not awakened the inherited skills. What? Chuyun couldn't help but be surprised when he saw the prompt. Unexpectedly, after swallowing this divine essence, I would actually gain a trace of elven power. Unfortunately, the concentration was too low and no inherited skills were awakened. If the concentration is high, you can easily obtain the inherited skills of a high-level elf, and it will take off, but he's not greedy either. His various statistics directly increased by leaps and bounds after being transformed by Jinyuan, already very satisfied. It is worthy of being a 5th-level wonder of heaven and earth. It's so cool. Oh, by the way, there are also wind feather wings. Chuyun's heart moved and he replaced the purple jade mirror with the wind feather wings. Boom. A pair of huge cyan wings suddenly spread out from his back, 5 feet wide. Swish. The next second, his wings vibrated and he flew thousands of feet into the sky. At this moment, Chuyun felt like he had turned into a free wind, soaring above the 9 heavens. After a while, he reluctantly landed on the ground and retracted his wings. If this wind feather wing had appeared earlier, he wouldn't have to be so embarrassed to kill the Golden Bird King. In addition to these trophies, Chuyun also gained a lot of essence from killing the man-eating flower demon and colorful sparrow, essence of the piranha demon, spirit plus 15 after taking it. Colorful bird's essence, after taking it, strength plus 10, agility plus 5. After taking all these essences to the upper limit, Chuyun happily opened the panel to check his latest data. Name, Chuyun, level 10, / reputation, 180. Title, the man blessed by heaven, strength, 1044. E-level, super strength plus 209, agility, 768. Physique, 1057. D-level physical enhancement, plus 429, spirit, 1229. E-level spirit is super strong, plus 246. Free attribute points, 5. Combat strength, 8,536, 8196 plus 340, even Chuyun had already made a guess in his heart. When he saw his panel data, he couldn't help but take a breath. Too strong, mental, physical, and strength directly exceeded the 1000 mark. The combat power is incredible, as high as 8200 plus. If you include the bonus of talent, you can even catch up. This is not a panel that level 10 can have at all. With the bonuses of various equipment, elixirs, rare objects from heaven and earth, and blessings from heaven, this panel is really too heaven-defying, but this is not the limit. It can go higher. At this time, Chuyun thought that he had also opened a second-level elixir recipe, the 5 spirit pills, from the golden treasure box. The efficacy of this elixir is 1 level higher than Dali pill, and body tempering pill. Before going to the Temple of Destiny, he must improve his combat power as much as possible. When your combat power reaches its limit and cannot be improved anymore, enter the Temple of Destiny. Finally, Chuyun synthesized the golden lingzhu and the wood lingzhu. Now he only needed the last earth spirit bead to open the seal and enter the Swamp King's graveyard. It seems that I have to gather the last earth element spirit beads quickly. After the mission is completed, there are 100 attribute points and a silver treasure chest as rewards. Before going to the Temple of Destiny, I must get this reward first. Chuyun muttered secretly. With this in mind, Chuyun summoned Feng Yui again. As soon as his wings fluttered, he flew into the sky, flew out of the valley, and headed for the next target location. During the flight, Chuyun also enjoyed the scenery below. He saw many people on the way, for example, Wang Gang's team. When Chuyun flew over their heads, Wang Gang's team was still fighting with 8 level 8 ferocious beasts, with their perfect and tacit cooperation, in just one moment. 8 level 8 ferocious beasts were wiped out instantly. At this time, their strength has already changed from what it used to be. With Chuyun's equipment, essence, skill book, and constant attribute point bonuses, each member of Wang Gang's team has at least 2000 combat power. Killing these level 6 ferocious beasts instantly is no problem at all. Come on, Chuyun shouted excitedly. Okay. Wang Gang was slightly startled by the sudden sound above his head. He looked up and saw Chuyun passing over his head with an excited smile on his face. Others were also shocked by this scene and froze on the spot. Damn it! Shen, why did you become a birdman? Wang Gang shouted. Haha, are you envious or jealous? Chuyun laughed and then flew away. The scene of his flight was also discovered by many people. In the chat channel, Kai Kuan, damn it, did you all see it? I actually saw Shen flying in the sky. Wang Gang, I can't help but see this. I'm so envious. I also want to fly in the sky. Lei Chen, I'm so jealous. No, I want to turn my jealousy into strength. Captain, let's go, let's continue to hunt ferocious beasts, preferably the ones with wings. They will burst out before they know it. A pair of wings. Lu Qian, I'll go. Lei Dezong is so smart. I agree with your idea. Let's go and find the ferocious beast with wings. Huang Peng. I happen to see a big bird with wings. Where can I run away? Zhuang Liang, damn it, where was that big bird you saw? Are there any other big birds there? Huang Li, I have a big bird on my body, do you want it? Wang Yun, can this broken road be opened? Chuyun probably didn't even know. His unintentional move once again aroused the enthusiasm of everyone in District 118 for hunting ferocious beasts. Chapter 56. Complete the last fragment. You are listening at novelfull.audio. At this time, Chuyun came to a plain. Tip, 24 hours have expired, cancel the double energy points. It's a pity that it's here so soon. Chuyun sighed regretfully, and then looked down at the endless plain. This is also the end of Chuyun's trip. He was cautious in his heart and did not land rashly. I saw all kinds of huge stones on the plain. These stones seemed ordinary, but Chuyun knew that these were ferocious beasts. Once he lands on this plain, these rocks will definitely attack him, so Chuyun didn't dare to be careless. He flew in the sky, the storm blade in his hand swaying slightly. A huge beam of true energy fell from the sky and randomly hit a 3-meter-high stone. Boom! There was an explosion, the stone exploded, and dust flew into the sky. A 7-foot-tall rock giant with green grass on its head burst out of the ground. Its whole body is made of rocks, it has a pair of green eyes, and its aura is astonishing. At the same time, other rock giants hidden in the plain also revealed their true colors, raised their heads and looked at Chuyun coldly. There are hundreds of these rock giants. Name, rock giant. Level 8. Combat power evaluation, 3000. Characteristics, iron-headed, bloodthirsty, territory guarding. Skill, throwing LV5. Talent, none. Explosion rate, 2.5%. That Chuyun raised his eyebrows, not afraid of these rock giants. His current combat power is 8,200 points, the rock giant is worth 3,000 points if it dies. There was a huge gap between the two sides, and he really couldn't think of how to lose, but even so, Chuyun was still cautious and did not land on the plane rashly. After all, you only have one life. If it's gone, roar. The rock giants looked up at the human looking down at them, feeling challenged. With a low roar, the rock giant took the lead. I saw it pressing the ground with one hand, and it condensed a huge earth stone with a length and width of 1 meter. Boom! The rock giant held earth and rocks in his hands and smashed them directly at Chuyun. The earth and rocks were like cannonballs, fast and hard. The other rock giants also followed the law and threw boulders towards Chuyun. Court death. Chuyun raised his eyebrows and flapped the wind wings behind his back slightly, easily dodging the earth and rocks. Earth and rocks kept passing by Chuyun's body, hitting the ground behind him. Bang bang bang. The earth and rocks kept hitting huge craters on the ground, and exploded and cracked open. In an instant, dust and gravel flew everywhere. If other people were hit, they might not be injured immediately. It's better to seize the time and deal with these rock giants. Chuyun didn't want to deal with these rock giants, so he simply used all his strength. He waved his hand and the clone appeared next to him. The main body and the clone used skills at the same time. The next second, countless flaming meteors and waterspouts appeared at the same time, sweeping towards the group of rock giants. Fire skill, flying bolide. Water skills, Neptune's fury. Start quickly. Boom, boom, boom. Immediately, countless waterspouts swept the rock giants into them, and countless flaming meteors smashed the rock giants into pieces. At the same time, Chuyun and his clones were not idle either. I saw them constantly swinging their swords, and countless sword energy fell from the sky, constantly attacking the rock giant. Ow! This group of rock giants had no resistance at all under Chuyun's hands. Bodies were constantly blown into rubble and fell onto the plain. Kill the level 8 rock giant and obtain plus 500 energy points. Kill the level 8 rock giant and obtain plus 500 energy points. Kill the level 8 rock giant and obtain plus 500 energy points. About 5 or 6 minutes. Under the indiscriminate bombardment of the skills of Chuyun and his clones, the rock giants were completely annihilated. In an instant, he gained more than energy points. Fortunately, the double energy point buff is gone. If I keep killing people like this, wouldn't I have to level up? Chuyun thought with a little fear. If he reaches level 11, he will be forcibly transported to the Temple of Destiny. He didn't want to enter the Temple of Destiny before he was fully prepared. Boom. Just as Chuyun was secretly happy, a rock giant more than 20 meters high came running from a distance. Chuyun's expression changed, and he quickly flapped his wings and backed away wildly, keeping distance from it. Name, Rock King, King level. Level 9. Combat power evaluation, 4800. Characteristics, iron-headed, violent, bloodthirsty, territorial awareness. Skills, quicksand vortex, exclusive skill, flying rock LV5, enhanced LV5, talent, E-level earth control, E-level. Super strength. Explosion rate, 16%. Chuyun raised his eyebrows. The fighting power of this rock king is higher than that of the piranha demon king and the golden bird king. It is indeed a level 9 king level ferocious beast, but compared to him, it's still a lot worse. While Chuyun was looking at the rock king, the rock king was also sizing him up. It looked up at Chuyun, its eyes full of vigilance. This human just slaughtered his little brothers, and it saw it in his eyes. The strength of this human being is estimated to be similar to it. The rock king is a little wary, but not much. It must kill this human and avenge its younger brothers. It can be said that he is very stubborn. The Rock King roared angrily and used strengthening skills to increase his combat power, then he jumped towards Chuyun. Chuyun sneered and touched the blade of the storm blade with his palm. The blade was instantly covered with a golden light and became much sharper. Swish. The next second, he slashed at the Rock King with a knife. The golden sword flashed. The storm blade sliced through the Rock King's body, bringing up countless rubbles. Ow! The Rock King screamed in pain, and his originally high momentum suddenly seemed to be extinguished. Its body is the best defensive armor. Who would have thought that this human being could easily break through its defense? Ouch! That I will not avenge my younger brother, even though it has a hard head, it doesn't mean it is going to die. At that moment, the Rock King howled and plunged into the ground. It has earth element talent, and it is not very strange to be able to escape. But how could Chuyun let it escape? His eyes kept flashing, looking for the direction in which the Rock King could escape. The storm blade in his hand kept waving, and he used the sword energy to slash wildly. At the same time, he continued to use Neptune's fury, flying fireballs, and carpet bombing. He still didn't believe it, even this couldn't kill this Rock King. Swish, swish, swish. Boom, boom, boom. The planes were constantly being exploded and roaring. The Rock King had been blasted out of the ground a long time ago and was constantly tortured by Chuyun. Its momentum has dropped to its limit. Mixed with a shrill scream, the Rock King exploded into pieces and turned into rubble all over the sky. Chapter 57. Collect 5 lines of talents and open the Swamp King's cemetery. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Kill the level 9 Rock King, King level, and gain plus 5,000 energy points. Triggered with % explosion rate. The items have been automatically placed in the storage space. Please pay attention to check them. Is this dead? Chuyun looked at the body of Rock King without any fluctuation in his heart. Compared with the previous King level ferocious beasts, winning was too easy. It may also be because the combat power gap between the two sides is too large. Open the storage space to view the loot obtained this time. First up are the trophies of these rock giants. Essence of the rock giant. After taking it, physical fitness plus 10, strength plus 6. 100 refining stone, a good material for training equipment. I harvested more than 100 souls and hundreds of kilograms of 100 refined stone. In addition, there are more than 10 pieces of first-level equipment, several first-level skill books, and several fragments of earth spirit beads. Another bumper harvest. It has to be said that his storage space is already at capacity. Before coming to Chuyun, Chuyun thought about the lack of storage space. You can only spend the god and demon coins again to expand the storage space. Finally, there's the Rock King's loot, talent mark. After use, you can obtain E-level earth control. Talent mark. After use, you can gain E-level super strength. Rock bracers, defense plus 30. Constitution plus 20, Earth ability increased by 30%, second level best, requires level 9, Constitution 300 and above. Quicksand Vortex, a second level skill that can cause the ground to collapse after use, forming a whirlpool and drawing enemies into it. To learn the conditions, you need to master E-level Earth control. Hint, you have learned the second level skill, Quicksand Vortex. Chuyun looked at the skills and suddenly understood. No wonder he has never seen Rock King use this skill, because this skill only works if the enemy is on the ground, but he was always in the sky during the battle with the Rock King, and the Rock King's skill could not hurt him at all. Sure enough, it's always right to be cautious. Tip, you have obtained the talent, E-level Earth Control. I finally have all the Earth talents. Now he had gathered the talents of the 5 elements of metal, wood, water, fire and earth. Maybe new talents will be born as a result. Tip, it has been detected that you already have the 5 elements talents of gold, wood, water, fire and earth, and are awakening new talents. Tip, you awaken the E-level talent, wind control. Tip, you have awakened the E-level talent, thunder control. Tip, you have awakened the E-level talent, ice control. I guessed it right, it can actually generate new talents. Chuyun was very excited. He learned this conjecture from other people's chats in his previous life. As long as you collect all the 5 element talents of gold, wood, water, fire and earth, you can derive new elemental talents, it's just that he didn't have the capital to try it at that time. A talent imprint, even the lowest level F level, was beyond his imagination. There are even fewer people who can gather all the talents of the 5 elements. Even if they get it together and find out that they can really get new talents, they won't announce the news. There is a big difference between one person's conjecture and one person's confirmation. Just have fun guessing others, but if someone proves this conjecture to be true, then the nature is different. If the news spreads, the price of talent engraving will only become more terrifying. After Chuyun was reborn, he never thought that he would be able to gather all the 5 elements talents, but since acquiring the SSS-level % explosive rate talent, everything has become so easy. Chuyun looked at Feng Yui behind him. After awakening, wind control, he can use the wind wings to attack. Thinking of this, Chuyun had a headache. Alas, there were so many attack methods that he didn't even know which ones to use. If his thoughts were known to others, they would definitely faint from anger. They all wished they had more attack methods, but Chuyun thought there were too many attack methods. It's really people to people, maddening people, in addition to E-level Earth control. Chuyun also obtained an E-level super strength talent mark. It just so happens that he has this talent now and can perform fusion. It doesn't matter, it's either failure or success. Go ahead. Chuyun closed his eyes and used his talent seal. Ding, the fusion is successful. E-level super strength evolves into D-level strength enhancement. Strength enhancement permanently increases strength by 40%. It actually succeeded. Having failed so many times before, Chuyun was a little numb. Unexpectedly, it was successful this time. Sure enough, luck is conserved. Swallow the spirit of the rock giant to the upper limit and equip it with the rock bracer. Then, he couldn't wait to check his data. Name, Chuyun, level 10, / reputation, 180. Title, the man blessed by heaven. Strength, 1104, D level, strength enhancement plus 442, agility, 768. Physique, 1177, D-level physical enhancement, plus 471. Spirit, 1229, A-level spirit is super strong, plus 246, free attribute points, 5. Combat strength, 8926, 8556 plus 370. Okay, my combat power has increased by several hundred points. It seems that I have to find a way to increase my combat power to more than, before entering the Temple of Destiny. After reading the data, Chuyun suddenly felt confident. After combining the fragments of the Earth Spirit Pearl into the Earth Spirit Pearl, he finally gathered the 5 types of Spirit Pearls: gold, wood, water, fire, and earth. You can hand in the mission. Chuyun was overjoyed, then flapped his wings and flew towards the altar. Half an hour later, Chuyun returned to the 5-color altar. The entire altar is pentagonal, with a pillar at each corner. There are 5 pillars in total, each with different colors, corresponding to metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. There is a circular notch in the middle of the pillar. As long as all the spirit beads are put into this circular recess, the seal of the altar can be released and the tomb of the Swamp King can be opened. Chuyun stepped onto the altar and casually came to a golden pillar. This is a metallic pillar and needs to be filled with golden beads. He looked at the notch on the pillar, took out the golden spirit bead and put it in it. Click. Only a screeching sound was heard. The golden spirit bead entered the notch and fit perfectly. The next second, the golden pillar burst into golden light and slowly sank. Now there are only 4 pillars left on the altar. Chuyun followed the law and put spirit beads with different attributes into the pillars. Boom, boom, boom. One pillar after another sank into the ground. In the blink of an eye, all 5 pillars sank into the ground, and the seal on the altar was completely lifted. The whole altar shook violently. Chuyun noticed that the black fog behind the altar gradually dissipated, revealing the building hidden inside. Announcement: Chuyun has lifted the seal of the 5-color altar and opened the cemetery of the Swamp King. Announcement: players above level 5 can now enter the Swamp King cemetery to explore. As soon as this announcement came out, the chat channel immediately exploded. Chapter 58: Preparations before heading to the Temple of Destiny, a wave of purges. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chat channel number 118. Wang Gang. What the hell is the Swamp King cemetery?
Why does it sound like the place where the final boss is? Kai Chuyun, damn it, Yi-shen, what are you doing behind our backs again? Luckier, it seems that the Swamp King Cemetery is the final copy of the Poison Mist Swamp. Isn't this the case in online games? There is usually a novice copy in the novice village. Yi Chuyun, this Swamp King Cemetery appeared when I opened the seal of an altar. It is a different space. It should be similar to what was said above. It is a novice copy. Zhuangliang, Yishan has appeared. Is this copy of Yishan difficult? I read the prompts that you need to be at least level 5 to enter. Yi Chuyun, although it is a novice copy, there is no doubt about the difficulty, so I suggest that if you want to go to the Swamp King Cemetery, you'd better increase your combat power to 2000 before going, and you also need a certain amount of defense and healing means can enter. Lei Chen, what Yishan said makes sense. This is not an online game. You can die countless times, but you only have one life. It's best to be cautious. Huangli, wow, the map of the Poison Swamp has marked the location of the Swamp King Cemetery. It turns out it is in the deepest part of the Poison Swamp. I haven't been there yet. Wang Yun, as expected of Yishen, the ferocious beasts there are at least level 5. Yishen must have arrived at that place on the first day. No wonder they upgraded so quickly. Wang Gang, I'm actually a little curious as to how much combat power Yishen has. Isn't it already 5000? Lu Daqiang, oh my god, 5000. I only have 1500. God is worthy of being a god. With 5000 combat power, I can't even imagine how great it feels. Feng Yu, I never dare to dream that I can have a combat power of 5000. There is still some hope in dreaming of a combat power of 3000. Yi Chuyun, well, 5000 combat power is actually a bit. Wang Gang, Yi Shen, am I overestimating this? Yi Chuyun, low. Lu Qian. Lu Daqiang. Kai Chuyun. Lei Chen. Zhuangliang, break the formation, Yi Shen, you can do this Versailles, but tears flowed down from the corners of my eyes. Wang Gang. Good guy, 5000 combat power is still low. Huang Li. Damn it, could it be 6000? 7000? 8000? Lei Chen, stop talking, I'll just guess. Yi Shen, just tell me if my guess is right. Wang Gang, what the hell? Lao Lei, do you want to scare me to death? Yi Chuyun, well, that's about it. Don't discuss me. You should seize the time to increase your combat power. Remember my words. You need a minimum of 2000 combat power to enter the Swamp King's graveyard. You must have certain defense and treatment methods, and be careful of sneak attacks. Wang Gang, Yi Shen, you said 2000 combat power is easy. In fact, there are still many people here who can't reach it. It is estimated that only those in the top, in the level rankings can achieve it. Lu Daqiang, I was very excited after hearing Yishen's words. I looked at my dashboard again. I saw 1500 combat power. Oh, it's okay. Kai Chuyun, my 5-person team including me has barely reached the qualification of 2000 combat power. Now we still need a meat shield boss. Is there any boss who has signed up? Wang Gang, my 5-person team here has an average of 3000 combat power per person. Please give me some treatment or assistance. Feng Yu, good guy, starting to form people now. Yi Chuyun, friends who have not reached 2000 combat power, don't worry too much. I have just put on the shelves another batch of equipment, skill books, and essences, which can greatly increase your combat power. Yi Chuyun, for this burial of the Swamp King, these things are all at a % discount. Come and buy them. Kai Chuyun, damn it, Yi Shen, you were waiting for us here. Your advertising is really good. I'm going to buy it now. Wang Gang, damn, don't grab it. Zhuangliang, these dog people, as soon as Yishen finished speaking, they robbed them all. Lu Dachyoung, ha ha ha, I grabbed 2 pieces of equipment and 3 souls. Now my combat power can increase by 1 or 200. Yi Chuyun exited the chat channel with a smile on his face. He didn't tell lies in the chat channel. Although the Swamp King Cemetery is a novice copy, it is also divided into several difficulties. There are 4 levels: easy, normal, difficult, and hell. The minimum combat power of 2000 he mentioned was only based on the conditions set by the simple level. Judging from the current average combat power of everyone in Area 118, being able to clear the easy level of the Swamp King Cemetery is already pretty good. Thinking of this, Yi Chuyun looked at the huge building behind the altar and left without looking back. His goal is to clear the hell level Swamp King's tomb, so it's not time yet. The most important thing now is to seize the time, increase the combat power as much as possible, and go to the Temple of Destiny for the assessment. Tip: congratulations on completing the mission. You have obtained 100 free attribute points and 1 silver treasure chest. Yi Chuyun looked at his panel. Now he has a total of 105 free attribute points. He thought about it and simply added it all mentally. Now he has at least a dozen skills, and he must have strong mental power to unleash them at the same time. In addition, most of the power of these skills depends on the level of spirit, so now his main attribute is spirit. Add all 105 free attribute points to the spirit. Spirit is currently as high as 1334 points, which is already the highest attribute in the. For dimensions, combat strength also reached 9,136 points. In addition to 100 points of free attributes, Yi Chuyun also received a silver treasure chest. In addition to what he currently has in the storage space, there are also what he just acquired at the trading house. Now he has a total of 8 gray treasure chests, 8 bronze treasure chests, and 2 silver treasure chests. If he synthesizes them, he can synthesize at least 2 black iron treasure chests. This was not enough. He had to at least synthesize a silver treasure chest. If possible, he would also like to synthesize a golden treasure chest. Nowadays, he even looks down upon the silver treasure chest. It seems that I have to start doing my old job again. Yi Chuyun smiled slightly and took out the treasure chest detector. Then, he summoned his wind feather wings and flew into the sky. Taking this opportunity, he planned to find all the undiscovered treasure chests in the poisonous mist swamp. Let's do a big cleaning. Chapter 59, Open the treasure chest wildly and collect all the spirits in the poisonous fog swamp. You are listening at novelfull.audio. 2 hours, in a deserted cave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 23, good guys. Yi Chuyun looked at the storage space, his eyes shining. It took him about 2 hours to remove all the undiscovered treasure chests in the poison swamp. There are 23 gray treasure chests and 12 bronze treasure chests in total. There are no black iron treasure chests or silver treasure chests, but it's normal. The poison mist swamp is just a novice trial area, and it's unlikely that there will be high-level treasure chests. Now add what Yi Chuyun originally had. He owns a total of 31 gray treasure chests, 20 bronze treasure chests, and 2 silver treasure chests. Now it's time to craft the treasure chest. Yi Chuyun put all the treasure boxes together and synthesized them. Tip: the synthesis is successful and you get a bronze treasure chest. Tip: the synthesis is successful and you get a bronze treasure chest. Tip: the synthesis is successful and you get a bronze treasure chest. Prompts keep popping up, until all the treasure boxes were consumed. Yi Chuyun looked at the remaining treasure boxes. Now there are only 3 gray treasure boxes, 3 bronze treasure boxes, 2 black iron treasure boxes, and 3 silver treasure boxes in front of him. Good guy, all he needs is a silver treasure chest, and he can synthesize a gold treasure chest. This is really a pity. Yi Chuyun sighed and gave up the idea of synthesizing a gold treasure chest. The most urgent thing is to quickly improve your strength. There is no need to fight with the golden treasure chest. Just open all these treasure chests. Each treasure box shines with dazzling light. This time, Yi Chuyun's storage space was completely insufficient. In desperation, he could only spend the god and demon coins to expand. Yi Chuyun looked at the items exploded from the treasure box. I harvested many god and demon coins. There are more than 10 first-level spell scrolls, 4 second-level spell scrolls, and 1 third-level spell scroll. I harvested dozens more strengthening stones and skill stones. Several skill books were also obtained, and even a second-level skill book was discovered, which immediately attracted Yi Chuyun's attention.
teleportation. A second-level skill that consumes mental energy and can move 10 meters instantly. Learning conditions require agility of 500 and above. Good stuff. Yi Chuyun felt happy and decided to study. In addition to skill books, I also obtained more than 10 pieces of equipment. Among them, there are 3 pieces of first-level equipment, 5 pieces of second-level equipment, and 5 pieces of third-level equipment. Unfortunately, out of the 5 pieces of third-level equipment, for our necklaces, Yi Chuyun already has the chain of sage. The attributes of sage's chain are similar to those of the other 4 necklaces, and it also has the ability to shorten the skill cooldown by 1/5, which is very rare. Yi Chuyun was reluctant to change it. Other than that, the last piece of third-level equipment is pretty good. Sapphire bracelet, spirit plus 30, physique plus 10. Wearing it can shorten the cooling time of skills. It is a third-level equipment. Another piece of equipment that can shorten the cooldown time of skills. Yi Chuyun put it on decisively. Apart from these items, there is only one blueprint left in the treasure chest, Glimmer Plate Armor Blueprint. Junior Blacksmith can create it, second-level top-notch equipment. It's actually a blueprint for forging equipment. It was also the first time for Yi Chuyun to see equipment drawings. When he saw the attributes of this shimmering plate armor, he couldn't help but take a breath. Fuck, Glimmer Plate Armor, Defense plus 40, Constitution plus 20, Strength plus 10, with the skill Healing Power, which can emit a healing light and heal itself. Wearing conditions, Level 5, Constitution 200 and above. This shimmering plate armor is really the best. Yi Chuyun was a little greedy. This shimmering plate armor is better than the Iron Turtle armor he wears in terms of attributes and attached skill effects. The point is, if he can learn to forge this shimmer armor, you can make this shimmering plate armor infinitely. And this shimmering plate armor has such excellent attributes, it can definitely be sold at a good price. Yi Chuyun believed it. The gold-absorbing ability of this shimmering plate armor is definitely not weaker than that of a primary whetstone. We need to get a set of forging tools quickly. Yi Chuyun muttered secretly. After opening all the treasure chests, Yi Chuyun's next goal is to collect the essences of all the ferocious beasts in the poison swamp. There are many types of ferocious beasts that exist in the poison mist swamp. Yi Chuyun has not met them all since he came to the present. There are still many ferocious beast spirits that Yi Chuyun has never encountered before. These can once again enhance his combat power. Yi Chuyun looked at his watch. It was already 6 p.m. The next day. Night is coming. Time waits for no one, we have to hurry up. Yi Chuyun patted himself, put on night vision goggles, and flew out of the cave. 3 hours later, outside a rocky mountain. Roar! A huge purple scorpion fell in front of Yi Chuyun. You killed the level 2 ferocious beast venomous tail scorpion and gained plus 80 energy points. Triggered with % explosion rate, the items have been automatically placed in the storage space. Please pay attention to check them. Yi Chuyun looked at the storage space. Fortunately, he earned a lot of magic coins and continued to expand the storage space. The space that was originally only 100 squares has now been expanded to 200 squares by him. Now most of the grids are filled with all kinds of spirits and equipment. Now I've finally collected them all. Yi Chuyun breathed a sigh of relief. It was not easy to find these ferocious beasts that I had not killed in the past 3 hours. In order to collect the essence, he killed at least more than 100 ferocious beasts of different types. He even gained 5 to 6 energy points, which is another step closer to level 11. He figured it out. There are a total of 28 different types of vicious beasts in this poisonous swamp. All the ferocious beasts he had killed before were only 13 types. It took 3 hours. To collect all the remaining 15 categories, Jingso obtained nearly 180. I don't know how much combat power I can increase if I swallow all these essences. Looking at the mountain-like spirit, Yi Chuyun couldn't help but swallow his saliva. After swallowing more than 100 essences in a row, I don't know if my body can bear it. It doesn't matter, go. Yi Chuyun gritted his teeth, closed his eyes, casually grabbed a handful of essence and stuffed it into his mouth. Consume the essence of Dream Silkworm to gain 4 points of strength attribute. Taking the essence of Red Poisonous Ferret will gain 5 points of strength and 3 points of physical attributes. Taking the essence of Megalodon Crocodile will gain 8 points of strength attribute.
There are 15 types of ferocious beast spirits in total, and the upper limit of taking each type is 10 times, in other words, Chuyun swallowed 150 essences in one breath. The attributes continue to skyrocket. When Chuyun swallowed the last essence, he felt that his throat was numb. Chapter 60 Beyond the Limit, Breaking Through One Combat Power. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Name, Chuyun, Level 10, / Reputation, 180. Title, The Man Blessed by Heaven, Strength, 1334, D Level, Strength Enhancement plus 534, Agility, 856. Physique, 1476, D Level Physical Enhancement, plus 590, Spirit, 1537, level Spirit is super strong, plus 307, Combat Strength, plus 370. This is, combat power. The moment he saw the panel, Chuyun was stunned. He previously thought that it would be as difficult as climbing to the sky to break through 10 combat power at level, I didn't expect that it would be so easy to walk through it step by step now. He has consumed all the essences in the poison mist swamp to the limit, but the body tempering pill, Dolly pill, and the newly obtained Danfeng Woolingden, various spiritual fruits. Chuyun didn't even reach the upper limit, in other words, 10,000 combat power is not his limit. Then let me see how much combat power is my limit. Chuyun licked his lips excitedly. Taking out the jade alchemy furnace, he immediately started refining the elixir. There is so much storage space for the spiritual grass, and now it can finally be consumed. Chuyun opened the alchemy furnace and put the spiritual grass into it very skillfully. Then his expression condensed, and a ball of red flame appeared out of thin air, igniting the alchemy furnace. A few minutes later, a body tempering pill was successfully refined. Refined the body tempering pill, but the proficiency has not increased. It's really difficult to increase your proficiency. I don't know when I can be promoted to an intermediate alchemist. Chuyun shook his head and continued refining. Successfully refined the body tempering pill, proficiency plus 1 point. Successfully refined the body tempering pill, but the proficiency has not increased. Refining Dolly pills, proficiency has not increased. It took more than 2 hours. Only then did Chuyun use up all the materials for refining the body tempering pill and Dolly pill. In the end, 15 body tempering pills and 16 Dolly pills were refined. Proficiency increased by more than 30 points. He is still far away from being promoted to an intermediate alchemist. It's a pity that he is not proficient enough. And the materials for the body tempering pill and Dolly pill can only be used to refine one of each, if he was promoted to an intermediate alchemist like in his previous life. Then it is possible to refine 2 to 3 elixirs using one alchemy material. Senior alchemists and master-level alchemists, let alone grand master-level alchemists. Although Chuyun had alchemy experience as an intermediate alchemist, his alchemy level was still at the elementary level. It can only increase the success rate of elixir refining, but cannot increase the quantity of elixirs refined. This is an irreversible rule. Next, try the 5 spirit pills again. Chuyun was very happy. In his previous life, he was just a worker, and all he needed to refine every day was to refine the body tempering pill. He has never come into contact with other prescriptions. One is that the force he belongs to does not provide it to him. Second, the prescription was too expensive and he couldn't afford it. Woolingdan was the first second-level elixir he had ever come into contact with. To refine the 5 spirit pills, you have to start from scratch. After learning the elixir recipe, Chuyun opened the trading shop and began to collect materials for refining the 5 spirit pills. All you need to refine the 5 spiritual pills are second-level spiritual grasses. Fortunately, the resources of village number 118 have increased several times, and the second-level spiritual grass is no longer a rare thing. Soon Chuyun gathered together about 35 elixir prescriptions. Then, with his eyes focused, he carefully opened the alchemy furnace and put the materials for refining the 5 spiritual pills into it. This time he was no longer as casual as when he refined the body tempering pill and Dolly pill before. 10 minutes later, black smoke began to emit from the alchemy furnace. A burning smell came from the alchemy furnace. Chuyun's face darkened slightly. He knew at a glance that the alchemy had failed. After all, it is preliminary refining, and failure is normal. Let's continue. Chuyun shook his head and continued refining. the second time, it failed, the third time, failed. It was not until the fifth time that a scent of elixir came out from the elixir furnace, successfully refined the 5 spirit pills, and the proficiency increased by 2 points. Finally successful, Chuyun's eyes lit up. The next second, there was a crystal clear elixir in his hand. Woolingden, it can improve the body after taking it. I don't know how effective this 5 spirit pill is. Chuyun observed carefully for a while and then took the 5 spirit pills. Suddenly, Chuyun felt a strange force moving through his body. His body is also growing stronger. Tip: your body has been improved by the 5 spirit pills, with strength plus 5, constitution plus 5, agility plus 5, and spirit plus 5. A 5 spirit pill actually adds a total of 20 attributes. Chuyun was very surprised. It is indeed a second-level elixir. The body tempering pill and dolly pill can only increase a single attribute by 10 points. The 5 spirit pills can be improved in all aspects. Even if you have reached the upper limit, you can still sell it. This 5 spirit pill is definitely another way to make a fortune that can be sold well. In this way, Chuyun continued to purchase spiritual herbs from the trading house and refine elixirs, successfully refined the body tempering pill, and the proficiency increased by 1 point. Successfully refined dolly pill, but the proficiency has not increased. Successfully refined the 5 spirit pills, and the proficiency increased by 2 points. Tip: taking the body tempering pill will increase your constitution by +8 due to your body developing drug resistance. Tip: taking the body tempering pill will increase your constitution by +7 due to your body developing drug resistance. Tip: taking the body tempering pill will increase your constitution by +6 due to your body developing drug resistance. Tip: your body's resistance has reached its limit, and taking the body tempering pill again will have no effect. Tip: take dolly pill to increase your strength by 10. Tip: take dolly pill, because your body has developed resistance, your strength will be +9. Tip: your body's resistance has reached its limit, and taking dolly pill again will have no effect. Tip: take Woolingden, because your body has developed drug resistance, your strength will be +4, your constitution will be +4, your agility will be +4, and your spirit will be +4. Tip: your body's drug resistance has reached its limit, and taking Woolingden again will have no effect. Chuyun took all the body tempering pills, dolly pills, and 5 spirit pills to the upper limit in one breath. His combat power was greatly improved again. Combat strength, +370. The combat strength has exceeded 1.1. Chuyun was very excited. Then he took out strengthening stones and skill stones and began to strengthen equipment and skills.